Hi friends, thank you for joining me for your practice. This particular practice will be a really nice gentle yoga practice, okay? So I decided personally that I needed some fresh air, so hence being outside today. Hopefully you're joining me from your safe space, your comfortable space where you can completely chill out and be you and do you, okay? So we'll start with a tall seat, whatever that means for you. Perhaps cross-legged, maybe it's on your knees, maybe one leg is extended. I want you to be comfortable. We'll place our palms on our knees and we'll reach the crown of the head up nice and tall towards the clouds or the sun or the sky above. And then start to take some nice breaths. Maybe this is the first time today that you've acknowledged your breath. Just riding the waves of your inhales and exhales. Signaling your body that it's time to come to the present moment. Let's take one more deep inhalation together, maybe sending it down to the belly. And then exhaling belly button to spine. And then we'll blink our beautiful eyes open. Fantastic. So what I'm going to do is face the front of my mat. So you can also face the front of your mat here. I'm going to extend my legs. I'll give them a nice little shake off. Okay, and then we'll take the right leg and we'll bring it into the inner left thigh and we'll flex the left foot, yeah? And then we'll take the right arm and we'll take it all the way to the outside of the left leg. And then we'll take the left hand, we'll bring it back behind us. So for a little bit of a twist and a slight hamstring stretch there too, right? So big, tall breath in. And on the exhale, looking over that left shoulder. Noticing where the shoulders are going. So are they still up to the ears? Drop the shoulders. On your next exhale, coming back through center. And then what I'd like to do is find an even deeper hamstring stretch. Let's bring the arms up on the inhale. And on the exhale, hinging forward. Remember, always leading with the heart as you come down over the leg. Maybe the chin comes to the chest. Maybe you need a little bit of a neck stretch today, a little bit of a letting go of the head and all the contents of the head. Taking one more breath in here and one more exhale, maybe out the mouth. How good does that feel? And then walking the hands back in towards you, pressing yourselves back up. Once you're nice and tall, rock the shoulders back a few times. Yeah, get the kinks out of the shoulders. And we'll do the other side with that sequence. So extend the right leg, left foot to the inner right thigh. Okay, left arm comes up nice and tall. Stay tall in the spine here for me. And then take the left hand to the outside of the right leg. Right hand comes behind you. Props yourself up nice and tall. And on the exhale, twisting and looking over the right shoulder. Find your breath here. One more inhale. Exhale back through center. Take those arms up, breathe in, crown of the head lengthening. Exhale, hinge forward, heart leads. Coming down, keeping that right leg elongated, but always remember in any forward folds, the kneecaps are not locked, so they are a little bit soft. And let that side go. And drop the shoulders a little more.
Find your breath. Slide your hands back towards your body. Press yourselves up.
Vertebra by vertebra. The head is the last to rise. Once again, we get to rock those shoulders back. Feels really good, right? Yeah. Okay, so now what I'd like you to do is take your feet towards one another in a butterfly pose, okay? So imagine like you're reading a book with your feet. Your feet are open like that book, okay? Maybe your thumbs come towards the pads or the soles of your feet. You're just giving yourself a little foot massage, okay? Self-massage here for a sec. And then just let the knees flop away from one another. All right, so we can always give ourselves a self-massage. Massage. And then inhale, nice tall spine here. On the exhale, hinging forward, but this time without a rounded spine. I'd like you to come down, hinging from the hips, leading with the heart, but keeping the spine straight. Okay, and I was actually lifting my chin. I'd like you to tuck your chin a little bit here, just so that your neck can stay elongated with the spine, long with the spine. So you'll probably feel it a little more in the hip flexors as we've come down a bit here now. You can still massage your feet, maybe your toes. Just give them a little pinch. Get the circulation going. Okay. And then slowly rise back up. Yes. Let's take our left leg in front of the right. So left leg in front. Okay. And this time, take the right hand to the outside of the left knee or the shin. Left hand to the outside of the right knee or shin. Okay, so nice and tall here. Exhale here. Walk your hands closer towards the knees, so the opposite knees. And then maybe the elbows kind of start to stack a little bit on top of one another and then start to come forward. And now we will round the spine and tuck the chin. So the more we kind of reach our hands away from the body towards those knees, the more you might feel between the shoulder blades. Stretch for the back of the neck here, of course. Slowly but surely rising the head back up, sliding the hands along the knees, keeping the arms crossed exactly like they are. Lift the arms and now find your eagle arms. So bend at the elbows and start to bring either the backs of the hands together. Okay, maybe the hands are touching, maybe just the thumbs are clasped. So however you want to clasp your hands or find your grip. And then rise the elbows up away from the body. Pausing here, breathing here. One more inhale. Exhale, release the arms slowly. Okay, now we're gonna reverse the direction of the hands and the legs. Okay, so this time right foot in front, and this time the right hand on top of the left. Okay, so first of all, you might do this, so the right arm's on top of the left, and then we'll take the right arm to the left knee or hand to the left knee, left hand to the right knee, right arm on top. Right, I know I've said that like a million times, but just as a reminder, rights and lefts can be confusing sometimes. Okay, so as you start to come down, like we did on the other side, maybe you're walking your hands away from your body, you're gripping your knees, your elbows are rooted or bringing yourself down towards the ground, so leading with the elbows, and then what am I saying? Tuck the chin. Try to say both words at the same time. Tuck the chin to the chest. Next breath in, rising up. Exhale, pausing at a tall spine, keeping the right arm over the left. Extend the arms out. Maybe bring the arms a little bit further away from the body. Bend the elbows, right? To either take the backs of the hands, finding your hands to touch, maybe your thumbs clasping, however you want to reach yourselves there. Elbows up and away from the chest. And even though the elbows are up and away, the shoulders are down, right? And breathing tall spine here. One more breath in here. On the exhale, release the clasp of the arms completely. Bring them to the sides. Maybe give the arms a little shake. Shake them off, right? Take your hands back behind you, feet flat on the earth. Walk the feet to the edges of your mat and just windshield wiper your knees back and forth. So letting go of the holding in that seat that we were in, letting go of the hips, of course. Okay. And then find stillness through center. Make your way to the front of the mat. This is just a nice, like I said, easy, gentle, shorter version of a yoga class. Take the hands on the outsides of the knees. We're already going to lie back down, believe it or not. So bring the heart forward through the shoulders. A couple of seated cat-cows. Exhale, leaning back, tucking the chin to the chest. Elongating the arms. Oh yeah. A couple more of those. Inhale, heart up. Exhale, come back. Last one, inhale, heart up. And when you exhale to bring the heart back and hollow out the belly, start to lie back down to your mat. Hands might slide down the thighs. Oh yeah, nice bright sky above me. A gray bright, but it's still bright. Lengthen the arms over your head in a full body stretch. Point the toes away from you and give yourself a huge body stretch. So big breath in here. And exhale to fully release. Hug both knees to your chest. Give them a squeeze, a loving embrace. Rock side to side. And then find stillness through center. Land the feet on the ground. Knees are pointed up, so knees are still bent. And walk your feet in towards you as much as you can, but keeping the heels down. So as long as the feet can be planted down, arms on either sides of the body, palms facing down. And instead of a full spinal lift, I'd like us to rock our pelvis a bit here, okay? So especially for those of us that are sitting maybe at a computer all day and we kind of get tired in that low back, we're just gonna manipulate that part of the body for a sec here. So what we do is we start to peel and lift just maybe an inch or so the tailbone up off the earth. So maybe you can just slide your hand width under your tailbone because your bum is raised just that high. And then you're gonna lower that down and then you'll tuck the tailbone so that you find a little bit of a curve in the low back so that you can just slide your hand under the low back and find a bit of space. So hopefully that makes sense. We're gonna keep going with those tilts of the pelvis. So inhale, lift the pelvis up. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, maybe a tiny bit of a bend in the low back there, a little bit of a hollowing, and keep going, a few more here. So just a really simple and subtle movement. Partway through your day, if you're working at home, particularly at a computer, a lot of us are, this might be a nice little break, nice little thing to do for your low back and your pelvis. Just a couple more. Now landing the tailbone down, find stillness and keeping the feet where they are. Walk the feet out to the edges of your mat, the width of your mat. So a bit of a windshield wiper twist, okay? Either extend the arms down from your shoulders as I'm touching a nice rock here, palms facing down, or cactus your arms, you can do that too. And then flop your knees over to the left. And we can stay here. If your right knee feels okay, you might pick up the left foot. We've done this one before in some of my videos. And you can take the outside edge of the left ankle and place it on top of the right knee, just to guide that knee over to the left a little more, okay? That does put a bit of pressure on the knee, so just be aware of that. It does help to open the right outside of the hip though, stretching it. Bring the left foot back on the earth if it was up, and then bring your windshield wiper knees all the way to the right instead. Maybe picking up the right foot and placing it on top of the left knee, just to guide it down a little deeper. Finding breath here. Pick up the right foot, place it back on the earth. Inhale, knees through center. And exhale, extend the legs again. Find all four corners of your mat for a moment here and find Shavasana for just a couple of moments, palms open. So we won't stay in a full Shavasana here. If you'd like to stay for longer, more than welcome to pause the video now and find that full, juicy Shavasana, or stay with me for just a couple of moments so we can end our practice together. Inhaling into your body, into your limbs. Exhaling out all that does not serve you anymore. Couple more breaths like that. Inhale to the tips, the fingers, the tips, the toes, the top of the head, outwards. Exhale. One more inhale, all the corners of the body. Exhale. Start to bend the knees, hug the knees in towards you, hug yourself here, rocking side to side. And then rolling over to one side or the other in that coveted fetal position. That safe position. And press yourselves up to a seat of your choice. I've decided for some reason I'll be on my knees, but it's completely up to you. Find a tall crown of the head. Palms come to our heart center. Bowing our heads to our hands, but most importantly to our hearts. As we say namaste to each other, to ourselves, we are saluting the light that's inside of us. And we're bestowing it upon everything that we touch, spreading kindness and light to those around us. Namaste.